The world of House of the Dragon is not a forgiving one for any of its characters, and to its credit, it's equally honest about the harsh reality of being a woman in a place like this. Girls are frequently married off to men they've never met while they're still children. Marriages are political bargaining tools rather than acts of love. They're not expected to inhabit positions of power and influence because stuff like that's never been done before. And when it comes to having children in a world with only the most rudimentary medical technology, each new pregnancy is basically a gamble that could just as easily end in death. The very first episode delivers an unflinching insight into what can happen when giving birth goes wrong, and it's definitely not a one-off circumstance. I always respected this girl with a breech birth and no hope of survival who just nopes right out of the situation. Sometimes you just need to know when to call it quits, I guess. The point I'm making here is that rather than trying to push some weak, superficial image of female empowerment by simply turning them into men who can fight and punch just as hard as guys twice their size, it takes a much more honest, believable, and ultimately effective approach. The women of House of the Dragon are no physical match for their male counterparts, but fuck me, you absolutely respect them when you realise what they have to go through. Being mothers enhances their strength of character in this show instead of holding them back like most of Hollywood seems to believe these days. Compare these genuinely strong and interesting characters to the flaccid, ridiculous, manufactured girl bosses of Rings of Power, and you begin to realise why one show gradually blossomed into a massive win, while the other was mocked and derided as a trashy insult to the source material. People have got a pretty strong sense for fakery and insincerity, and they don't fucking like it.